Hello, this is a test to show some of the responsiveness issues with the new solar system and probe launcher maps versus the classic ones. So first thing I'm going to do is decloak and launch probes. And I'm using the classic map via F10 right now. So first thing is I can still see my HUD overlay, and I know this is coming, but I can still see my HUD and cloak up while in the map. So there we go. So just to show how I do this, I'm just quickly clicking the edge of this probe formation, and I can move it in and out very quickly, and I can just snap my camera up and down to get the probes exactly where I want, and then scan. And I'm using the mouse wheel to click to zoom in a little bit. Now once this is finished, I can continue to snap in and rotate my camera while clicking the edge of this probe formation and dragging it in and out very quickly to get formation that I want. HPN, so I can focus. You can see I can just mouse over this blue on the probe cube and then just click in like that, and I've got the probe formation quickly that I want, as close in as I want. And I'll just snap in around to get it as centered as I want, as down to 2 AU, as quickly as I can. And then I'll use my mouse wheel to zoom in again to get right on top of it. And I'll just reset really fast, readjust the vertical and horizontal. And like I said, I'm just clicking the edge of this probe window of the probe formation blue spheres here, click and hold, and then just dragging them in and out to resize very quickly. And there, I've got 100% done. So that's as fast as it is with the old one. So I'm going to try this again with the new one. So I'm going to zoom all the way out. I'm going to have to pull probes, close these windows, and now I'm going to enable the new map. Now I do like that I have my boxes exactly in the same area that I want them. So I'm going to try scanning a different sig now. Wrong menu, okay. So this is the new map, and I'm going to launch probes. Now I don't have the HUD here, but I know that's coming. So we launch a new set of probes. Now I have to wait to be able to cloak again. Now I can go to the map. And I can't look at my cloak status or anything like that while in this, but again, I know that's coming. Okay, so I'm going to try this signature over here. So the first thing I need to do is move my probes over. Now, getting the actual probe cube is more difficult here. The probe formation is also at 0.5 AU. Okay, so usually I just click around here and I drag out. And as you can see, that's swinging my camera around. It's not actually grabbing the probe formation. So the fastest way I'll do that, just to reset it, is to just hit the pinpoint formation. So now I can see that, and I can drag out a bit and resize and move around. But there's a bit of a delay in recognizing that I'm highlighting on a cube or I'm highlighting on one of the arrows here. Okay, so now I've got this centered, so now I want to drag in. Now as you can see, I'm clicking around the probe edge here, and sometimes it recognizes it and sometimes it doesn't. So now I'm going to click Analyze, zoom in. You can either zoom in with the mouse click wheel, or I can hold both the left and right mouse buttons to zoom in and out very quickly. Which apparently just broke something. Right, there we are. I like having the full bar as well instead of this little line. It makes it harder to find the signature that I'm working on, but it looks like we're doing WZT. So I'm going to try to move my formation again onto that. And that's better. The problem is sometimes when I'm doing this, when I'm moving around the probe cube, it doesn't recognize that I'm clicking it. I'll try to get another example of that. And now I'm trying to zoom in the probe formation, zoom out the probe formation, so right there it didn't recognize it. Okay, so we got that to 100%. Let's try another one. So right there, what I tried to do is I drag the probe formation over to this new signature, and then I usually click just here, about here, to grab the probes themselves and drag them out, and that doesn't work anymore. And that's frustrating to me because I'm used to just being able to click here and just go pull them out and then go to a 32 AU set. So I'm going to have to reset it by hitting pinpoint again and then doing this, and even that doesn't always recognize. Now right there I tried to grab I'm trying to grab the probe formation. There it is. Now it recognizes it, but half the time it doesn't. So I'm clicking here and you see right now it's figuring it out. But a lot of the times I click and nothing happens and it just swings my camera around instead of actually resizing the probe formation. And I'm trying to do this all with the mouse. I'm trying not to use the Alt or Shift or Control keys to bring that into focus. Okay, so now we've got that signature CXT, so I've clicked that, and I like that when you click one signature, it now highlights. Okay, so right there I clicked the center of the probe list. You see I'm trying to grab the center of the cube, and it's taking it. I can't click it and drag it. I'm holding it, and it's not going anywhere. Right here, I've got it clicked, and I'm moving it all the way over, and it's not moving. So that's really frustrating, that I'm trying to move the probe formation, and it recognizes that I've got it clicked and highlighted, and it won't do it. And the same with right there. I tried to resize the probe formation, and it didn't work. And again here, I'm trying to click the probe square to move it, and it's not letting me. Now I can use the arrows to do it, but I'm used to just being able to quickly move the cube itself. Okay, it looks like I have to do one more scan. So right here I'm trying again to resize the probes. They're not letting me. Right here, can't do it. Won't let me. I'm trying to move the probes in to center it. It didn't work right there. Still can't. There, now it finally resized. So it's having a lot of trouble recognizing that I'm clicking it to resize the probes. There, it finally worked. So that's a lot more frustrating than it needs to be to get to 100%. I'm going to go one more time. So again, from having a fully scanned signature and being able to grab my the probe back from 0.5 AU to 32 AU, that works, but I have to zoom all the way in to get it. But if it's all the way in like this, and I'm zoomed out, I'm used to being able to click about here on the probe, just near the cube, and click and drag it out, and that should bring the probes out to 32 AU. So if I zoom in a little bit, I can grab it though. So it's an annoyance. So now I've got this about where I need it to be. Okay, isolating that signature now. So again, I was trying to click. I can't move this probe cube right now. It took me 5 tries there, it looks like. And now I'm trying to resize the probes themselves by clicking and dragging them in. It's not letting me. There, it finally recognized it. Again, 3 clicks, not recognizing it. There, it finally figured it out. So it's getting there, but there's still a lot of work to be done to get this to the point where it's not super frustrating.